Let's see if we're here on Facebook. Okay. Hi, welcome. Day. Oh my gosh. I think it's 54. 54. Oh my goodness. I actually created a little spreadsheet for you guys. So hopefully I don't lose this and it's going to be good. So wins. Anyone on Facebook? I know it's Friday, you guys, and it's day 54 and we slowly lose people, but it's okay. We're still going to show up and we're going to smile. Tracy's on Facebook. Okay, so any wins? We're just gonna smile. It's gonna be crickets, you guys. I just saw Tiana. Tiana, I'm gonna respond back to you. Oh my gosh. Robbie's always like, just be quiet, let it be awkward. People will speak up. I'm like, no, that doesn't work for me. Like, I'll start talking, or when I get nervous, I start talking. And so, it's great. Okay.
I don't have a win, but maybe you guys have a suggestion.
So, yes, keep going.
How do I think she's a troll. I really do. But she was claiming a bunch of stuff on my live last night. How can I figure out the difference between a troll and someone that is serious about claiming and buying?
I feel like the trolls are, I'm gonna multitask here. Trolls you're gonna have, I think it's just gonna be a practice thing and you're gonna see what it is. Because what's it called? Like, I had a troll and it totally threw me off. And I just sat and laughed about it because I was like, and what they did to be a troll was, they said, hold on. If you are, I'm just posting on Facebook the Zoom link. If it's not working, just pull up the Zoom app, like on your phone or on, what's it called? On your computer, and I have on there the Zoom link or the meeting ID. That's what I just do. I put in the meeting ID and the passcode, which is 90 day. So there's that for you guys. So my troll, what they did the other day is they go, do you have an in-ear and outie belly button? And I was like, hey, we're gonna, and I have a different system, you guys. So with having comments sold, it's not just like, hey, I'm live, I can just click on them and block them. Like, it's a little bit more of a process. And so, and I had somebody, my cute girl helping me, and I was like, did you see it? And she's like, yeah. And so then a little bit later, I was like, well, if y'all want to know, like, I'm gonna play that. I was like, I do have an innie. Well, then they pop in again and they go, Shelly's in the house. They go in, they go, well, can I see it? And by this point, it just threw me off. I was like, did you get the comment? Did you get them blocked? And I'm trying not to say it. I'm like trying to keep it things, like trying to sell. And I'm like, just sitting here like, okay, here, we're going to play with it. And so I ignored him and he's like, it's just under your shirt. Just lift your shirt up. Let me see. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's throwing me off. Oh. Because usually I'm like, here, I'm going to play with it. But that would just I'm like, yep. So I feel like you have trolls like that, where if you have some that are claiming stuff, I would just fill it out. If they claim a bunch of stuff and then they don't pay, or like you guys, what I would super stress is starting out, and I heard this from a lot of people, they have a 2 or 3 strikes. You guys need to, and I know this is a little bit off topic, but it's you need to set boundaries, because if not, people are going to walk all over you. And I am speaking to myself here as well. I have a therapist. I love her. If you don't have one, you should find one. They're always great. And she's like, Brittany, you need to create boundaries. And I'm like, what are those? But that's a whole nother conversation for another day. But within the boundaries, it's saying here, these are what I do with my selling. So if you claim stuff and you don't check out, you're going to have a 1 or 3 strikes or 2 strikes or 1 strike. And so it's like, here, 1 strike. I understand cars break down, people lose their credit cards, they weren't paid, whatever it is. Okay. If you claim this stuff and you don't get it, strike 1. By strike 3 or 2, then I'm blocking you. You can't shop from me ever again. Like, it's what it is. I would rather not have to pull the pieces, have them holding that they're kept from somebody else, than have the runaround constantly. Okay, if that makes sense. So I would just play it and just see. I know there's some people that say on their first order that they will only allow people to buy 10 pieces just to make sure they're legit. It's whatever you feel the most comfortable with. But I would do at least a 1 to 3 strike rule. And it's just saying, hey, you guys, because of this, like, I'm running a business. If you guys have a business or whatnot, like, out of respect. Shelly said she just learned this the hard way again a couple days ago, boundaries and stick to them. So that would be my biggest thing for today. Well, there's 2 big things for today, because our lesson for today was amazing. And I even took it 1 step further for you guys. And I did a little whole chart, and I've been on this Excel kick. It's bad. It's really good, but it's wonderful. Put together a whole life of the party and the different perks that you get. It's been fun. So today we'll jump into that, and then I'll show you my thing, and then I'll explain it. Eric said the assignment for today is making a business plan. And so what is that? It is, he said, for the last 30 days of this 90 days, so the last 30 days of July, we're going to just hit it super hard. And so what does that look like? And I'm taking it 1 step further than what he said. So he said, first thing is to break down, how many new team members do you want in the month of July? How many team members? So it's really kind of figuring out that number. Then he said, okay, well, what does it take to get, so let's say you want 5 new team members. Okay. We're going to go with, he said 20. So we can break it down. I'll go off of 20 because he has the numbers there, and then we can break it down too. So 20 new team members, what does that mean? Well, you need to give the opportunity, he said, to probably about 200 people, because if you do about 10%, that's 200 people. Well, you don't just straight go in and talk to somebody and say, here, join my team, here it is, and throw up information on them. So then it's taking it 1 step further. So if I need to talk about the opportunity with 200 people to get probably around 20 signups, I need to reach out to probably twice that many people to just start a conversation and talk. And then you kind of mold into the opportunity and get into the presenting a tool, having a conversation, going to lunch with them, doing a Zoom, whatever you are wanting to do with that, because we've gotten tons of tips and tricks. And so that's what I would recommend, is really kind of breaking it down. So maybe it is, I've got to start, if I want 20 recruits, I've got to talk to 500 people and start 500 conversations. Because then it's just looking at the numbers. So it's like, here, I've got to do 500. And then I'm going to get probably, let's say, half of them to either do a Zoom with me, watch an opportunity, get on a Q&A, do a send them the 5 key elements, do whatever you want to do. And so how do you contact 500 people? So then we're going to break it down. Is that going into groups? Is that going back to old potential? So it's making a new list. And so it's really kind of figuring out those numbers. And then I would even say break it down. So we're going to shift gears for 2.5 seconds and then we're gonna move back to this. So I'm gonna show you my screen and it will make sense, hopefully, what I'm talking about. Oh, goodness sakes, where is it? This one. You would die if you saw all my tabs right now. I want this to be bigger. Hold on. Share screen. So if you were to do, okay. So if you were to do this same thing with selling jewelry, okay? I'm just going to break it down with selling jewelry and then we're going to come back to it. So if you want to bring in $300 extra a month just in sales, how do you do that? We're going to break it down. So this is for, again, for new team members. So as you're talking to people, it's getting curious with them. And that's why, like Erica said, listen to what they need. What are they looking for? Are they needing a friend? Are they needing extra money? Are they wanting to go on that vacation? Well, how much is it going to cost? 300, 500, 1,000? What is it? Okay, well, this is easy. You want to make an extra 300 bucks in a month? Okay, we're going to take $300, divide that by our profit, $2.25. Okay, because if you do it by 5, you got to replace the jewelry you sell, or else you're not going to have any jewelry to sell to keep making money. So I'm dividing it by $2.25. I need to sell 133.3. So 134 pieces, I like to round up, in a month to make $300. Okay, well, 134 pieces, that seems like a lot. Okay, we're going to break it down again. There's 4 weeks in a month. You need to sell 33 pieces each week. So I took this 133 pieces, divided by 4. You need to sell 33 pieces in a week to make $300 in a month. Okay, well, I'm going to take it one more step further. Guess what? There's 7 days in a week. I believe in God. You guys can believe in the universe, a higher power, but he says, have a day of rest. I'm taking 2 days of rest. So I'm going to give my family 1 day and I'm going to have religious 1 day. So out of 5 days, I'm going to say I'm going to work and go try and sell jewelry 5 out of the 7 days in a week, or I'm going to give myself a grace day. So in 5 days, I need to sell 7 pieces each day for at least 5 days. So guess what? If you don't get those 7 pieces in on day 1 and day 2, day 6, you're going to be selling more pieces. But this is easier to say, here, 6 pieces, 7 pieces in a day, that's selling to 3 people 3 pieces, or break it down even more. Same thing with $500, $1,000. If you want $1,500 profit, you need to sell 33 pieces in a day. If you knew that's all you had to do to bring in $1,500 profit each month, you're going to be pushing it a lot harder to go live and doing all the things. So this is the same concept. If you want 20 recruits, how many presentations do I need to do? How many people do I need to talk to? Then I'm going to break it down. Okay, if it's 500, how many people do I need to contact in 4 weeks each day? Then you have it broken down each day, that it's like, I know, instead of thinking, oh, I have to contact 500 people. No, I have it broken down small, that I know, okay, all I have to worry about is 20 people a day. That's a lot easier to think about and to bite off of and chew than to do 500. And so I'll go back to Kimberly's thing on Facebook. So this is where it is for the assignment today, looking at making a business plan. How many people do you want to recruit, and what does that look like? I want you to break it down. Okay. I saw Kimberly said on Facebook, I'm having a hard time getting a certain people to pay, be graceful, and more than once. So to me, it's just here. You know what? It's okay. I'm going to go. I know there's someone else that's going to want this piece, and it's just keep going, being consistent. And I would say the biggest thing is are you contacting people? We have the whole social media run, and we've got this 90-day. You can go back and look through some of the things, and there's tons of different ways to find. There's going into groups, there's going in just starting conversations. There's the new thing right now is on Facebook. I can't do with comments sold, but it's the cross posting. If you don't know what it is, go Google it. But I've heard a lot of people are doing that cross posting in just to break it down, it's where you go live on your business page and it broadcasts it over to your personal timeline. And I've heard people are getting new people to watch them. So, and they're commenting. So I'm like, well, are you going through and are you going and sending each of those people a message and saying, thank you so much for getting on my live and commenting, and send them a personal message? Because I was talking to somebody and they're like, well, I had people on Monday, but come Friday, none of them were on. Well, it's because Facebook, you're not keeping in contact with them. Facebook is trying to compete with YouTube, with TikTok, with Instagram. So if you are being entertaining, if you are talking to people constantly, if you are engaging with them, you are going to be pulling up in their feed, and Facebook is going to show you to them even more because you are grabbing their interest and they're staying on their platform even longer. And so that is the biggest thing. Follow up. And Tanya hit it right there too. Are you following up with people? And so we have tons of things. It's going back to old posting and doing the repair the script. It's just starting a conversation and then it molds into things. So yes, we've got 3 or 4 minutes. Any questions? Because I got to get everything set up and everybody off my internet for today's new releases.
I just have a quick comment, Brittany, based on what you were talking about with business and blocking people and not paying. I just had that conversation with one new recruit that I had on Wednesday. I said, we have to treat our business as a business. They don't go into any other business and say, okay, I'm going to put this, can you put this on hold for me and not come back? I used to work part-time at New York and Company. They're not doing that. You got it to the end of the day. And if you don't, we put it back out. It's the same thing. People are going to respect your business more, and they won't tend to just give you these haphazard excuses. I can't do it today. Yeah, you may have 3 times, but after that, that's it. I'm just sorry. You just can't afford me right now. Maybe you just need to do something else different. I don't know what it is, but you cannot, you don't tell Amazon that. You don't tell these big box companies that. So why should you look at my business? And that's a huge problem. They look at small business as, oh, well, you were just treated any kind of way. No, it's my business. I had a close friend of mine, and she was telling one of the girls that buy from me, oh, girl, you buying from Jermaine again? I said, hold up, wait a minute. This is my business, okay? So if you got that to say, I'm gonna need you to excuse yourself. Oh, Jermaine, I was playing. No, this is my business. Thank you. That's my 2 cents.
No, and I love that, because when you don't put up those boundaries and say, no, this is how it is, they're going to walk all over you. And I think that's perfect, that it's like, here, I'll hold it till the end of the night, or I'll do this. And if guess what? These are sold out. This is one and done. It's gone. I have 3 of these left. Good luck finding it from someone else. You want it from me, because that's the great thing about paparazzi. It's not, you can get the same lipstick across the street as you can for me. It's everybody has a different inventory. And so I guarantee there's pieces that you guys all have that I don't have. And that's what's wonderful. And so if they don't want to, then here, repo them. People love the word repo. I miss having my repos, because people eat those up like there is nothing. So that's what I would recommend. Any other questions or input? I'm like looking, I have Facebook up on this screen over here. That's why I keep looking up to see, am I hitting comments? Okay, well, if not, we're going to end early. I love you guys. Go get those fun new releases. Hope that made sense today as far as like the breakdown, and good luck. And we're here if you need or if you need us. Oh my gosh, it's Friday. Okay, see you guys. It's not ending.